Hi guys, this is Alex. Today I'm going on a trip to South Australia. Several thousand kilometers and an amazing adventure await me ahead. I was lucky with the weather. A little wind, but not hot. Let's go. Yes, hello, tachometer. Don't sleep. For luck, I need to touch every plate.
Под крылом самолет о чем-то поет.
Really salty. So today, we are going on a trip to South Australia. We have to drive about 2,500 kilometers on asphalt and dirt roads, sometimes moving several hundred kilometers away from any civilization. We will also take a short ride through the neighboring provinces of New South Wales and Victoria. We will look into national parks, provincial towns, and Aboriginal villages, see many wild animals, art objects, and historical buildings. I promise it will be interesting. Pink Lake Bambango, let's go take a look. What a beauty, I need to taste the salt. Really salty. Let's go further to Port Augusta.
We're all set. Drive safely.
I just passed Port Augusta. Filled up the fuel tank. The price of diesel here is 10% more expensive than in Adelaide. I decided to change my plans a little. I won't go to Iron Knob because I don't have a copter to take beautiful pictures and look there. Besides, it's getting late. I decided to head to Roxby Downs. This is the last place on my way where there is, one might say, a normal civilization. Relatively. Before heading off-road tomorrow. So I'll spend the night there and continue in the morning. I'm hungry, but I'll probably go for a while now. Maybe I'll get to the end. I have about 280 kilometers left. But if not, then I'll rest. We'll see. I want to eat. With a population of almost 14,000 people, Port Augusta has a long history as a transport hub that continues today through rail services as a freight route to the north, south, east, and west of Australia. In 1802, Captain Matthew Flinders was the first European to explore the area around Port Augusta. 40 years later, grazing tenancies extended from the Flinders Ranges north to Lee Creek, and successful wool merchant and MP Thomas Elder initiated an attempt to survey the harbor and build a settlement in the mid-1850s. A wool store was opened near the beach, a jetty was built, and over the next 10 years, a town was founded and named after Augusta Sophia, Lady Young, wife of the Governor of South Australia, Sir Henry Edward Fox Young. I've already driven about 400 kilometers from Adelaide. There is almost zero traffic, but all oncoming cars greet each other. Another interesting thing. All trucks are only long and usually consist of 3 trailers. Now there's one on his way. Let's see what he is like. It's rare to see a short one consisting of 2 trailers. Basically, they consist of 3. One, two, three. Well, that's how it is. Shorty. So I decided to stop by for a rest. I need something to eat. While the kettle is boiling, I will tell you about a city that I did not go to. Before the arrival of Europeans, this harsh desert area was sparsely populated by the Bangarla Aboriginal people. The first European to pass through the area was explorer Edward John Eyre, who discovered ironstone deposits in 1839 and climbed one of the area's many iron mountains. In 1848, a report on the area noted that copper, lead, zinc, and manganese had been discovered. Today, Iron Knob is widely recognized as Australia's first commercial iron ore mine. It was first operated by the Mount Minden Mining Company in 1880, but they were unable to maintain production or pay rent, and it was taken over by BHP in 1896. BHP operated the Iron Knob deposit continuously from 1899 to 1998. At the time, the Iron Knob deposit was the largest iron deposit in Australia. At its peak, the company employed more than 3,000 workers in the city. However, due to a lack of profitability, BHP closed the mine in 1998 and the town's population dropped from 800 to 150 in just a few weeks. The mine was reopened in 2014 by mining company Arium Ltd, formerly part of BHP. Today, the village looks more like a ghost town, which greatly attracts adventurers from all over Australia. Good morning, it's 8 a.m. It's time for me to get up, wash my face, and have breakfast. It's sunny outside. I still want to sleep. Half the people have already left. I need to get up. So I went and washed myself. Made myself coffee. Great! I'm sitting having breakfast. I need to hit the road as quickly as possible. Time doesn't wait. The weather is beautiful. Shut up, Google.
I'm not sure I understand.
Let's go on an adventure. Roxby Downs is 83 kilometers away. Then the fun begins. The amazing is nearby. There is not a soul around, however. In the middle of this nothing, you can sometimes see old cemeteries. This means that there was once a village in this place, but now nothing remains of it. Only small graves. Roxby Downs is a town and locality in the Australian state of South Australia, approximately 511 kilometers north of the state capital Adelaide. It was built in 1986-1988 to serve the Olympic Dam mine and processing plant located 16 kilometers to the north. The city has a population of about 4,000 people. That's it. The asphalt ends and the adventure begins.
15 minutes to move it at a track.
What are they right there? Okay, there are a couple hundred kilometers of no asphalt ahead. I'll have to drive slowly. So, zero traffic. Everything is fine. Let's move on. Who are you, my friend? Maybe Dingo? So, what are these uninvited guests? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well done. The road has improved, allowing me to drive in fifth speed at about 80 kilometers per hour. But the landscapes are still the same. Nothing changes outside the window. However, traces of economic activity are constantly visible. For example, this. People come here from time to time. This is encouraging, although the traffic is still zero for all the time, and I've been driving for about an hour and a half. Oh wow, an oncoming car. For the first time. He didn't stop. Well, the man is clearly at work. This is me on vacation. I can afford a lot. Yes, hello? Tachometer? Don't sleep. Another oncoming car, the second one of all time, and I've been on the road for about 2 hours. Let's see if the driver wants to chat. Well, he welcomed me, and thanks for that. That's how things are. Let's move on. Mirage. Wow, this is the first time I've seen this. I don't know if the camera shows this or not. There was a feeling that there was water ahead. Well, as if the sea, but no. And again, it's like water. You drive closer. Nothing like that. We're heading out onto the main road, and this is what the main road looks like.
Turn right onto Udnadata track.
What has changed? Nothing. Well, except that some hills appeared on the left. Marytown is 68 kilometers away.
Our hearts beat to the city streets.
So, well, if you think that here in the middle of the plain there is absolutely nothing, then you are mistaken. Oops! And this is a whole sculpture park. Outback Art Gallery. Let's go have a look. We are literally about 20 kilometers from the famous landmark Mari Man. But it's unlikely that I will be able to find it. Because I need a copter. But I'll try. This can be seen from a bird's eye view. In the meantime, let's take a look at contemporary art. So, is there anyone? Well, let's say, hello, colleague.
Tall buildings as the
What an interesting video camera you have. How long have you been sitting here?
night's young, and it's just
What is this?
as she puts her hand in mine.
I don't know.
We wanna chase the night,
But for some reason it reminds me of a middle finger.
pull stars from the sky, just two hearts run.
Oh, you have a nest here. Well, sorry.
Never sleep, never stop. Every shot
Disturbed.
from the top, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Cute flower. I like. This is some kind of lunar rover.
Now the morning,
Dragonfly.
the afternoon,
That's it. Did you fly? Well, at least they signed it or something.
laugh so loud as the hours pass.
Come up with your name in the comment. I will be interested.
We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light.
Another unclear thing.
The sky just two
So, and the luxurious, let's call it the Foucault pendulum. And even airplanes. Let's assume that for good luck, you need to touch every plate. No nails or wheel punctures. Let it be so. Solid construction. If anyone knows airplane models, write in the comments. It is very interesting to me.
Под крылом самолет о чем-то поет.
This is a Russian song about airplanes. It's good that no one sees me singing here. There are Ugg boots lying around, and just look at this. What a gorgeous dad and son. I am not joking. Really, Dad. Indeed, with his son. Amazing. This is simply a masterpiece. Buddy, you've been sunburned. Get up, buddy. By the way, the tire is not bad. Very good. Unlike this one, which is completely bald. There is a steering wheel and wheels, even a tail for some reason. So we have a chance to climb in and see what's inside. What you won't do for the sake of content. Here we go. And we are already in the camper. Driver's seat. There are even two pedals. I understand that. Or am I missing something? Write in the comments why they are on different sides. And if this is a gear shift lever, then it is certainly powerful. Or is it a handbrake? In general, knowledgeable people tell me. I'll definitely read it. As promised, I'm going in search of Mari Man. No, I didn't find Mari Man today. I'm somewhere very close. Literally a couple of kilometers away, but without aerial reconnaissance, it is impossible to see from the ground. I don't have a copter with me, so let's take someone else's into the air and look at this beauty. Mari Man is a modern geoglyph discovered in 1998. It appears to depict an indigenous Australian hunting with a boomerang or stick. It is located on a plateau at Finnis Springs, 60 km west of the town of Mari in central South Australia. The figure has a height of 2.7 kilometers, a perimeter of 28 kilometers, and an area of about 2.5 square kilometers. Although it is one of the largest geoglyphs in the world, its origin remains a mystery. No one has yet claimed responsibility for its creation, and no eyewitnesses have been found despite the scale of the operation required. The creation of Mari Man occurred between May 27th and June 12th, 1998. Comparing images obtained these days from a NASA satellite, the desert area where Mari Man was found turns from untouched to a complete figure. In August 2016, work was carried out to refine the geoglyph using a GPS-enabled grader. The result of the work was a clearly visible contour from the air, corresponding to the original. 2 decades after its creation, it was suggested that the work itself could not have been created without GPS technology, which was then still in its infancy. Mari is a small town located in the north of South Australia on the edge of the vast Central Australian desert. To the north are Simpson Desert and Sturt Stony Desert, and to the northeast is Strzelecki Desert. To the northwest is the vast salt lake of Lake Eyre. The town was once home to Australia's first mosque, built from mud brick by Afghan camel drivers hired to create Mari. At the turn of the 20th century, the city was even divided into 2 parts, Europeans on one side and Afghans and Aborigines on the other. The town was originally known as Hergot Springs. The name was changed to Mari in 1917 due to anti-German sentiment during the First World War. So, I drove through Mari. I'm heading towards Arkaroola. On the way, I stopped at a campsite that Andy recommended to me. But of course, everything is already closed. The season is over, and only in May, life here will begin to boil again. So I'll just take a little walk.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot, Head full of flies, so here come the clouds, they'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it 'cause
Good morning. Today is December 23rd. Last night I stopped filming anything. Had dinner quickly and went to bed. It's 7 a.m. I stopped for the night here in Copley. I drove this entire route yesterday. And today I'm going to go to Arkaroola and Ikara Flinders Ranges. It's a pity, but the first park is closed. Although I might be able to ride somewhere there and then go down. So, stay tuned. Hello again, dirt road. The end of asphalt and a lot of useful information. The most important thing is that open is written everywhere. The road is open. So we should go there. And outside the window there are already hills. Nature has changed. At least don't turn off the video camera. Something interesting is always happening. Either someone crosses the road, or some interesting buildings or unusual natural landscape appear. In general, beauty all around. All that remains is to admire it. Hi, bro. What is your name? Don't you bite? Alive. And unshakable. Okay, take care of yourself. There are actually a lot of these lying crushed on the road, but what can you do? Such a life, just like the kangaroo. There are countless of them here.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be.
The asphalt suddenly begins ahead. I see civilization. Even children cross the road here. Where are the children here from? Something tells me that local Aborigines live here. Well, exactly. The village suddenly ended as quickly as it began, and the asphalt ended with it. We're back on the dirt road. I continue my journey. Yunta 269 kilometers to the right. We're going there. I've been driving for 2 hours now. It's still 200 kilometers to the settlement where there is a gas station. The landscape doesn't change. The road goes beyond the horizon. Step on the left. On the right. Monotonous. So what to do? This is Australia. If you want to get somewhere, you have to go, and go some more. The asphalt started again. An emu was crossing the road. It's about 130, 140 kilometers to a populated area where I can fill up the gas tank. A bit tired. There's still nothing new on the left. On the right, too. I'll be stopping soon. I need to have lunch. I didn't have to rejoice for long. The asphalt ends, and there are still 110 kilometers ahead on a dirt road.
Seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right.
I continue on my way. There is not a single living soul around for tens of kilometers. And silence. Just annoying flies. Beginning of 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Stop to stretch and rest. I need to have lunch. I wanted to unfold the awning and pull out the table, but the periodic gusty wind raises a sandstorm. I don't want all the food to be covered in sand. There is already enough sand everywhere and the flies immediately swarmed. Obviously, I'll have to wear a mosquito net. First oncoming vehicle today. I decided to get off the road and climb the hills a little to look at it from above. Of course, not a bird's eye view. Well, at least. It's good up here. We need to go there. I need to move on. Life was once in full swing here. Have you heard anything about the South Australian gold rush? This occurred in 1873 following the discovery of gold by James Watson at the pastoral site of Tatulpa, approximately 35 kilometers north of Yunta. Over time, not only residential buildings but also various shops began to appear around the mine. The South Australian government decided to survey the area for an official town about 1.5 kilometers from the mine. And on 1st November 1888, the town of Walkaringa was proclaimed with a hotel, school, bakery, wine saloon, billiard hall, and 50 houses. The 1890 census recorded 750 people living here. The water supply was provided by wastewater, which was channeled into a large underground reservoir covered with a corrugated iron roof. Walkaringa produced 1,400 kilograms of gold over its lifetime, but by the 1950s the site was struggling to survive, and the last business to close there was a hotel in the 1970s. Today, Walkaringa is a ghost town, officially declared defunct on July 8, 1982. The stone chimney of the Alma Victoria gold mine can be seen on the hilltop above the town, and graves in the old cemeteries are still visible among other relics. I bought ice, filled the car with diesel at a price even lower than in Adelaide. Now I'm moving in the direction of Broken Hill, about 200 kilometers to go there. Asphalt, traffic. In general, the usual routine awaits me ahead. Unfortunately, there is no internet. Otherwise, everything is fine. Broken Hill is Australia's oldest mining town. The town figures prominently in Australia's mining, industrial relations, and economic history after the discovery of silver ore led to the opening of various mines, thereby cementing Broken Hill's recognition as a thriving mining town well into the 90s. Despite the economic slowdown since the early 2000s, Broken Hill itself was inscribed on Australia's National Heritage List in 2015. Good morning. Although it's already noon and this morning cannot be called good, it all started with a surprise. When I woke up, I discovered that both tires on the right side were punctured. The peculiarity of the situation is that, as I found out, my hydraulic jack is old and also does not work. And just so that this is not enough, let me remind you that today is Sunday. And not just Sunday, but December 24, that is Christmas Day. Not a single tire shop is open. Of course, I have repair kits with me in case of punctures, but to use this, you need to lift the car, change the tire, and find the puncture. In general, after pumping up the tires, I drove to the city center and still found one store that was open. I bought a new jack and repaired the wheels. And now, I'm going to continue on my way, although I haven't even had breakfast yet. So what to do? Next time, I need to be prepared. I wish you the same. Look where I ended up. A real lake. Menindee Lake. The thing is that in Australia, most often, when you look at the map, you will not see water in the lake, or the water will be ankle deep, like on the lake where I was already. The water will be salty, and all this is possible only during the rainy season. Here I see water. It's not a fact that it will be deep, of course. Let's go have a look. The Menindee Lakes are a system of 9 large but relatively shallow lakes located in southwest New South Wales on the Darling River, approximately 200 kilometers upstream from the confluence of the Darling River and the Murray River. 7 of them were included in an artificially controlled overflow system designed both for flood mitigation and for domestic use, livestock farming and downstream irrigation. Lakes are also important for waterfowl. The lakes were filled to capacity in 2021 for the first time since 2012. They sometimes experience periods of mass fish death. An Australian government report on the deaths identified 3 main causes as insufficient water flow in the Darling River: poor water quality and a sudden change in temperature. I still need to find a way to the water, but I'll try. I really want to swim. Luck smiled on me. How good. Beauty. I decided to touch the water. Very warm, almost hot water. Just a bit muddy. Boiling water. Obviously, it's shallow here. Today I crossed the river a couple of times. The water in it is swamp green. In general, no swimming. I'm moving on. Nature has changed. The surrounding area is full of greenery and trees. The area is quite swampy. These are the conditions in which I have to have lunch. Everything is covered in dust. Wind, flies. I'm waiting for the kettle to boil. Actually, everything is fine. Silence, warm, calmly. Oncoming cars stop. They ask how I'm doing. Do I need help? Damn nice. Now I'll have lunch and move on. Just look at this endless blooming garden. This is Australia. South Australia. Wine region. It's Christmas today. Merry Christmas to everyone who can hear me.